Holiday traditions. An estimated 46 million turkeys land on dining tables in this country each Thanksgiving. Some roasted, some deep fried, and that leaves a dilemma.
When you're cooking any kind of deep fat frying or roasting, broiling, frying, you will oftentimes have some kind of waste oil.
Long ago, some just poured grease down the drain and followed up with hot water. That's a big no-no. It could clog your drain or service lines.
That is your responsibility to clean if it clogs.
Equally bad, it could end up in the sanitary sewer system where Metro wastewater treats our used water. Yuck is right. It shouldn't go in your trash either.
Because once the trash compacts, then the oil spills all over the street and becomes an environmental problem.
The solution?
The City of Arvada has since 2007 hosted a recycling event for cooking oil the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Up to 400 gallons are collected annually. Who wants that stuff? Well, this guy does. Rexmore owns Great West Biofuels.
Great West Biofuels is a company that recycles used cooking oil and turns it, gets it ready for biodiesel manufacturers.
It can also be made into soap or other products. It starts by removing water, debris, and particles from the oil.
Once the oil has been heated up and all the water has evaporated out of the oil using low pressure steam kettles, then we need to filter the oil and get rid of the majority of the food particles out of the oil. So we've got a series of screens that we will then filter the oil down to about 200 microns, which is a particle size, and we'll pump that oil over into the totes, and now we've got the clean oil.
Once the clean oil is pumped into a tote, it can be shipped to a biodiesel processor to be made into fuel. Or if it's going to be used for soaps or other products, it can be filtered down even more by being heated again and spun into a centrifuge.
And it's going to come out of this part of the centrifuge, and it's going to come into the tank here. And this is where the really clean oil is going to come out. This is the stuff that's been filtered down to 2 microns.
Along with taking oil from holiday collection points like Arvada's, Great West has contracts with restaurants all over the metro area, including Fuzzy's Tacos in Arvada, where they serve up Baja-style Mexican food from a kitchen that is always bustling.
We have a 40-pound and a 60-pound fryer that we change out every 4 days or so. There's no way it could go down into the drains because the drains would clog, the sewer would be clogged up. It would be a nightmare. We recycle it with some 55-gallon drums that we keep out in the alley, and then they come and they pick it up every 2 weeks.
This is the first year Great West Biofuels is partnering with Arvada for the holiday oil recycling event. And though the holidays bring it to mind because of all the cooking we do, the following are good year-round habits to get into. Again, don't pour it down the drain. Don't throw it in the trash. Collect used cooking oil year-round.
What I do is I have a container for the different types of grease. For your solid grease, such as bacon grease that does solidify, and for your liquid oil, for instance, something from a deep fat fryer.
A coffee can will do for oils that solidify.
Simply pour the waste oil into the coffee can. Be careful if it's hot. And then use paper towels to wipe off the remaining grease from the pan.
For larger amounts of liquid oil used in deep frying,
this is a typical deep fat fryer for a turkey, and you can see it uses a lot of oil. So what we recommend is when you buy your oil, you save the container and put your used oil back in it and bring it to our recycling event. Remember, never put hot oil in a plastic container.
So gobble gobble all you want this holiday season, but remember to send your used cooking oil off to a good cause. Arvada's annual holiday cooking oil recycling event is the Saturday following Thanksgiving from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 2 locations, 6161 Old Wadsworth Boulevard or 6701 Indiana Street. You don't need to be an Arvada resident to participate. If you miss this year's collection, save up for next year, or you can drop it off year-round at Great West Biofuels at 5380 North Franklin Street.